Hello and welcome to another housing market update. If you don't know, Redfin puts out these weekly updates in their market reports to cover what's happening in the real estate market. And today, we're going to be covering what's inside that report. So over the past few weeks, we've seen a significant increase in early stage home buying. Early stage home buying refers to people buying a home in the early stage of their life. This surge in interest has been fueled by the falling home prices and declining mortgage rates, which have made homeownership more affordable for many Americans. According to Redfin's Home Buyer Demand Index, which measures the requests of tours and other buying services from their agents, home buyer demand jumped to its highest level since May during the week ending in March 26. I know it's an oddball measurement, but it's interesting that Redfin is giving us this data. Despite the increased interest from home buyers, we're still seeing a lack of new listings, which is holding back home sales. New listings of homes for sale declined by 22% year over year, one of the biggest drops that we have seen since the start of the pandemic. And homeowners are reluctant to sell because they don't want to give up their good mortgage rates right now, which means that buyers are limited by the lack of supply. And this lack of supply is causing a growing share of homes to just fly off the market very quickly. Nearly half of the homes are selling within 2 weeks. However, this uptick in demand has yet to translate into more home sales. Pending sales dropped 19% year over year nationwide in the 4 weeks ending in March 26, and this is the biggest decline we've seen in about 2 months. So while the scarcity of new listings is holding back sales in nearly everywhere in the United States, prices are dropping faster in some parts of the country and increasing in other parts of the country. So home prices dropped in 28 states out of the 50. Most populous U.S. metros that had the biggest drops include Austin, Texas at 15.2% year over year, and next are the Northern California metros. San Jose was down 12.9%, San Francisco down 11.7%, Sacramento down 11.4%, and Oakland down 10.8%. And those are the biggest annual declines that we've seen since 2015 for at least Austin and Sacramento. On the flip side, sale prices increased the most in Milwaukee, where they rose 14.1% year over year, and next to come were Fort Lauderdale at 8.5% year over year, Virginia Beach rose 6.9% year over year, West Palm Beach up 6.7%, and Providence, Rhode Island up 6.4%. And I've read a handful of articles that are saying it's possible that the Midwest will actually see price increases this year, which would explain why Milwaukee is up so much. But then on a national level, the US home sales price actually fell by 1.8% year over year to $360,000, marking the 6th straight week of declines after more than a decade of increases. This decline in home prices can be attributed to the increased demand from home buyers, which has been met with a lack of new listings. This lack of supply is causing homes to just fly off the market. Right when they're put up, they're taken off right away because people are eager to pull that trigger because they don't know when a good opportunity will be coming back around. One thing that's important for prospective buyers to keep in mind is that prices are still increasing quite rapidly in some places while they're going down by double digits like in the big tech hub areas just as quickly. Therefore, I think it's important to work with your local agent or your local experts who can provide insight in the local markets and conditions and offer and negotiating strategies for you. Places where people are flocking to will see price increases due to the demand, and places where people are getting away from are most likely going to see prices fall. Looking at leading indicators of home buying activity, we see that mortgage rates have dropped to 6.32%, which is the 3rd week in a row of drops, which compared to historically low rates though we used to just have a couple of years ago, it sounds really high, but it's actually turning out to be some relief for early stage home buyers as they see their prices come down just a little bit. Another indicator of home buying activity is weekly mortgage applications data released by the Mortgage Bankers Association. This data shows that mortgage applications for home purchases increased by 2%, indicating a strong demand from home buyers. Overall, the United States housing market continues to experience a combination of increased demand from home buyers and a lack of new listings, leading to fast-selling homes and declining home prices in some areas. As always, it's important for prospective buyers and sellers to work with their local experts and local agents who can provide insight into those local market conditions and offer guidance to navigate the current market, because it is pretty difficult right now. And I can't just tell you one tip that fits all, because places in Florida are increasing in price where California is decreasing in price. So strategies for one place are totally different than other places. So this was your quick update for the real estate market for the United States. If you found it helpful at all, give it a like and subscribe to stay in the loop, as I will be covering more data as often as possible.